I'm ready to film another video. If you can't guess what we're gonna review today, it is one of my favorites, SpongeBob. He's like up there with Scooby-Doo. I would maybe even say it's better than Scooby-Doo. Oh, speaking of, I just want to thank you guys for the support on Scooby-Doo, my Scooby-Doo collection part 1 and 2. The first part got like 14 views, which is just great, and I thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy this video just as much. And, you know, do the good stuff, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And thank you so much for the support, guys. Really appreciate it. I got 11 subscribers now. It's crazy. Now, anyway, let's move on. Okay, let's get started with this pasta. Man, this is like partly why I'm doing this, because I have so much energy to wear off. And SpongeBob is full of it. Now, let's introduce the characters so you know. So the SpongeBob, who's originally based on the sea creature sponge, but is now a kitchen sponge. And he's emotional, like really emotional. Like if he gets upset, he'll like cry like really big tears. Like you guys see it. And he also has a pet named Gary, who's like a cat. And he also has his dumb best friend who's a star named Patrick the Star, and he's dumb and pretty funny. And now there's SpongeBob's neighbor, Squidward, who's an octopus, and hates SpongeBob guts, but you know SpongeBob still likes him. And then there's both of their bosses, Mr. Krabs, Squidward, and SpongeBob. He's a greedy business salesman who just wants people's money no matter what. And there's also Plankton, who's Mr. Krabs' rival in the loosest way, because he doesn't even have any customers. And Plankton has the chum bucket, and he also is married to a computer he probably programmed. And there's also Sandy Cheeks, the karate master squirrel from Texas. Yeah, just sink that in. Yeah, this show's weird. And there's also Mrs. Puff. She's either really bad at her job, or SpongeBob is really... I'm guessing SpongeBob, but I feel like partially it's her fault why SpongeBob can't get a boating license. Yeah, they replaced that instead of cars because it's underwater. And there's also I forgot their names. Oh my god, I forgot their names. I think it's basically a barnacle man and barnacle boy, I think. Yeah, I think so. And they're the only two humans down there somehow able to breathe underwater. I just stopped questioning it, to be honest. And they're obviously basically what happens in Batman Beyond, where they're both retired and old, except their show is obviously a rip on Batman 60s, which is really funny. And that's all the main characters you really need to know. And I'm pretty sure Plankton's based on a sea creature. I don't know. Now, anyway, let's move on. Also, I keep on looking because I don't want this to go over 8 minutes. I want that moolah. Oh, moolah. Oh, yeah. Now, anyway, let's review the first episode for obvious reasons. I think it's pretty good overall, but I do think there's I do think it's a little too short, and there's some weird stuff there's this road around the Krusty Krab, and there's all these buses, and then these guys come out, which never come back ever, which is a little weird for a show that's weird. And then SpongeBob saves the day at the end, but it just feels really short and kind of rushed. The animation is okay, but it doesn't really isn't as good as the rest of the season. And I feel like they obviously tried, but it feels like they kind of rushed it, because they originally gonna air the first episode in 1998, but they had to extend it a year, so So, yeah. But overall, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. But the series get better. And I want to mention there are some good episodes in season 1, but I'm most nostalgic for season 2. And my favorite episode, no doubt in my mind, is I forgot the name of the episode, but you'll probably know when I quote it right now. The slash slinging, the lash slinging, the bash slinging, the mash slinging, the nash slinging, slasher! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Man, I look like a maniac. Parents, I swear I'm not insane. Now, anyway, I just love that episode. It's funny, and it's like a ghost story. And Squidward's like a main character. Love my boy Squid. And the ending's hilarious. And you should probably seen the show, but if you haven't, spoilers. But like the reveal of the slasher who he really is just hilarious. And at the end, Nosferatu. And now in credits. Man, I love this show. I would describe it as like a friendlier and more child-friendly version of Ren and Stimpy. Definitely child-friendly. I try to watch Ren and Stimpy. I may have to give it another shot. But it just seems like too insane for me. And I'm pretty insane. Wait. Didn't I just say I wasn't? I don't know. Now, anyway, where were we? Who am I? Dun, dun, dun. Now, anyway, man, gotta say, if you're watching this, do not take a shot. If you're a grown up for some reason, don't take a shot every time you hear me say, you'll certainly be dead. And also, if you're kids right now, don't drink. Yeah, it's gross and it's done. Now, anyway, I just got that bullet. And anyway, yeah, we are reviewing the Slash Wing and Slasher episode. My favorite episode, definitely check it out. It has like a feeling of like you're like out at like a restaurant at like at past 12, and you have that chill feeling, but it's also pretty mysterious. Like, it's nighttime, and you know, I'm far away from my home, and there's like one waitress here serving me, and I'm still here. You know, and you know, kind of have that feeling if you've ever felt that. Personally, I went to Waffle House. Thank you very much. Not sponsored, although I wish sponsored by waffles. Now, anyway, that was my review of SpongeBob the series. It was all you just gotta see the series for yourself, because I cannot describe after at least 3 parts. Definitely not, and I don't want to be here forever. So thank you guys for watching. Do all the good stuff. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.